TechBud Solutions. So I wanted to make a quick video for you guys, kind of just talking about my experience and how's it that at 21 I was able to afford, my GTR and my 2 investment properties based on the current situation that I'm in right now. So if you guys don't know, it's a group, it's TechBud Solutions. It really has not much of what's led to my success, but it's kind of with what I'm trying to go towards. So I created a networking group. Right now we're sitting about 147 members. I've had it for about 4 to 5 months, and it's been great. I mean, it's a great networking environment. We trade penny stocks, we invest in real estate. It's just a wide variety of, overall just individuals that want to spend time with like-minded individuals. So it's been, way better than I could have ever imagined. I started the group just with, a couple of my friends, and it's expanded so much. A little bit about myself. So I'm a 21-year-old student. I'm here currently at ASU. I go to the Polytechnic campus, if you guys know where that's at. I spend, if not all my time when it comes to TechBuds, either my girlfriend, working, and that's really just it. I mean, I love basically like helping people, and that's really what I want to focus on. But what's kind of led to my success is really just work. So, like you see a lot of people on YouTube, they have normal jobs. They can make, $40,000 to $60,000, and they can afford, higher end, nicer cars because of them knowing how to save money. And that's really just it. I mean, I have essentially a normal job. I tend to make a little bit more than, the average household. But with that being said, I'm not rich by any means. I've been able to kind of take the money that I can accumulate monthly and convert it into something that I could make more out of. So pretty much I invest in real estate, I invest in cars, although that sounds kind of weird, but I invest in a good amount of things. We invest in penny stocks, is what most people know me by. What's led to my success has been my ambition, I believe, to be successful. I really think for those that, I have people reach out to me all the time saying that, the like-minded individuals, they want to connect, but then when it comes to me reaching out to them, trying to help them, they end up not doing their part when it comes to, investing and all that stuff. So I love helping people out, but I always want to make sure that, I'm not wasting my time. And when it's come to, at least being exposed to more people that want to be successful, they're not always willing to put in the work. So at age 14 is essentially when I started a little business that kind of created a little bit of an income, more than the average 14-year-old. And then from then on, I went to online sales, and from online sales, I went to buying and selling cars, and from buying and selling cars, I started different investments. And since 14 to age 20, I accumulated enough money to buy this car. But when it came down to it, I didn't buy it. I bought my first house at age 20, as you guys saw I made a video about. So it's currently the house that I'm in. And a couple days ago, I just closed. I bought my neighbor's house, which is the one next door. And now it's one of my investment properties. So there's a lot that you can do with money. You don't need a large amount of money. You just need to know how to invest it. And I'm not saying that it's very difficult. It's that you have to be willing to not give up. And that's really just it. There was a bunch of, kind of obstacles that I had to overcome. I'm not saying that, I know life does get in the way, and I know a lot of people have rougher lives than I do. So I respect no matter what you do. If you work at a low-end job and you make, minimum wage, I really don't care how much money you make, but what you make out of it. So pretty much what I wanted to focus on when it came to making this video is my best practices, because that's something we focus a lot in TechBuds. So sharing, what I did right and what I did wrong. What I did right was taking risks that I understood. Taking risks, moving from California to Arizona to go to a university, as well as to buy my first investment properties. I knew in California I could not afford a house based on how much money I was making, at least not a house that I wanted to live in. So when it came down to that, I looked at what cities were kind of, increasing in value, and I looked at potential and, property expansion plans. And with that, I found Gilbert to be a great, city to start out in. It has a lot of potential with like Mesa Gateway Airport, ASU Poly being a newer campus, and then Gilbert's expansion plan, as well as Queen Creek being one of the fastest growing communities. So I was able to determine that based on me just going online. So it's not anything I'm not. Honestly, I tend to think people are a lot smarter than I am. I just try to put in or dedicate my work in material that I think is going to benefit me and my future. The reason I tend to work so hard is not because of me liking all these nice things, but because I want to build a future for myself and for my family and not have to worry about my financial situation later in life. So with that being said, I think if you guys get one thing or learn one thing from this video is understanding and knowing that you don't need to be a millionaire to afford this car. You don't need to be a millionaire to be able to buy investment properties. If you can start young and be realistic, if you get a stable income job and you have low debt, a high credit score, because that's very important, you can start to take out loans and you can start dedicating money that you qualify for into stuff that can make you more money. And that's really just that. If you guys have any idea that you think that can promote growth, that can promote, that can be helpful to anybody, I want you guys to reach out to me. I'm going to put my email down below. I'm going to have a link to the Facebook group that you can join for free. And that's really just, the car is nice. I was telling one of my buddies that came to visit, I was probably happier when I didn't have the G-Trail and when I didn't have the house because of how I felt, how I was so overwhelmed by the possibility of this thing being damaged because of someone's, just jealousy or someone's mistake of being able to hit it. And I just felt based on the current age that I'm at and the current position that I'm at, with being a student and having to drive this, it's not realistic for me to own the car. I could financially afford this car, but does that mean it's the best investment decision? At this point, I feel like I'm really immature, even though I'm more mature than the average 21-year-old. At this position, I'd rather take, whatever the money I put into this car, take it out and invest it in, real estate, invest it in just ideas that can promote growth. I have the car paid off. That's not an issue, so I could sell it and then start, kind of diversifying my portfolio when it comes to investment properties, stocks, or just ideas overall. And I know this video isn't necessarily mostly what you guys were all hoping for. There's no actual A to B plan on how to be successful. It's really just giving it your all. Being realistic, I think one of the biggest things that people need to focus on is seeing what people do wrong and to not do those things. One of the biggest things people do wrong is they spend more money than they have. So the average, I believe, U.S. citizen has 110,000 debt to income ratio. So what that means is they spend 110% more than what they actually make. What that means is, they spend about 10% more than what they make. So the debt to income ratio is very high, so they tend to not qualify for many things. You can start off when you're young, and that's the most important thing. I want to try to see if I can catch certain individuals at their youngest age so they can have a stable income. You can be making, whatever you make. They could be 20, 30, 40, 60, $100,000. If you can make that at such a young age and you collect no debt, then that is when it's going to lead to your success because you're going to have, the income to prove that you're going to qualify for a lot of things. You can grow your credit score, and that's going to help you qualify for more things. You can diversify your portfolio. You'll have enough money saved to do stocks if that's what you want to do. You can have enough money to buy these nice cars if that's what you want to do. And you can buy investment properties at a young age. It was so difficult for me to find, at least to relate to anybody at age 20, for someone to help me and overcome any obstacles that I incurred by trying to buy my first house at age 20. It was so difficult. But I didn't give up, and now that's why I'm making this video. So you guys can reach out to me if you guys are in that same position. Want to be in the position of being able to buy this car, finance it, whatever it is that you want to do. Any idea? I'm here to help you guys out. For those that do know me, they know I'm very welcoming. I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I really feel when it comes to intelligence, I'm really hardworking, but I don't think, especially when it comes to school, I'm pretty average. Straight B student, and that's really just it. My GPA is 3.0. I'm nothing special, obviously. I'm going to ASU Poly, so I really just want to be here to help you guys out. I want to be the voice for you. Not all of you have the financial situation where you guys can kind of create your own idea. So I want to see if I can help you guys in any way. And if I can, then great. If I can't, at least with my group that's growing every day, I can kind of guide you in the right direction. If I have someone that, if you're trying to be a music producer or anything like that, then we can kind of set you up with people within our group that can kind of promote that. If there's people that want to get into real estate, we have real estate agents, we have financial advisors, we have business owners. The larger that I grow TechBud Solutions, the more potential that the group has to expand their knowledge. So the more knowledge that we have, the higher possibility I believe that will lead to our success. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and I'm probably going to be making a couple other videos just about the car. And yeah, that's really just it. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Please feel free to reach out to me if you guys have any questions. I know I'm repeating myself already a couple of times. But I hope you guys have a good day, and let's not give up. Take care.